So we here with
So yes, sir.
So first and foremost, I want to congratulate you on going gold.
Appreciate it.
Mr. My Shit Bang himself.
Cheers.
You also got another gold record.
Coming soon.
Is it gold already or
Coming soon.
Okay.
That's that Living by 2 Chainz.
Mm-hmm.
That's about, let me see, like 670 million streams.
Yeah.
That's the album. So all we need is probably like 84 million streams. So
to go gold.
yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be here soon.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your success, my brother. You've been behind a lot of great songs, man.
Mm-hmm.
People might not know the face, some people might not know the name, but they definitely know the music.
Facts.
How did you get your start with making beats? And do you consider yourself a rapper too? Because you do rap and make hooks.
Yeah, I'm a rapper. Because I was going to be a rapper before I made beats.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I became making beats, off of wanting to be a rapper. I can rap, but I stick to really producing, you know?
But when you sell a lot of your beats, a lot of them come with pre-made hooks.
Yeah.
So,
and that's considered a writer.
right.
Being a writer, so yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, because
if I had to, I would do it. You know what I
Right.
mean? If a nigga asks for a verse, I'm gonna give him a verse. For sure.
Right.
You know what I mean?
a lot of the beats you sell, they're pretty much plug and play hits.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like the hit is already there, the hook is already there.
It's already
the,
there.
The song
or
is
even if
catchy
it ain't
already.
got a hook, it's already a banger. You know what I mean? So it don't really take too much to, you know what I mean? It's kind of cheating when I put the hook on.
Yeah,
It's like,
right.
damn, I ain't even got.
That's what I was saying. Every writer, you know, they give away hits. That's what they do. But do you? Is there certain songs where you be like, I should have kept that for myself, or when you throw it out there, do you feel good about it every time, like you left it in good hands?
Nah, I feel like once they get it and they do something, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because they don't make I did my part. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when they get it, that's just adding a plus. I ain't gonna lie. I've always been like, I've been more happy just to see more of the work ethic that they put into making it come to reality. You know what I mean? Like how much they have to put it work in, and having a producer, the engineers, everybody what they have to do. That just makes me happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like what was going on in my brain, they fucking with it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because my brain is doing this, and now I'm done. Now they brain is doing this. We need this. We need the camera here. We need. So that makes me feel good about it. You know what I mean? Because they taking their time to do, you know what I mean? The extra shit off of what my brain was thinking. If it makes sense to you.
Right. Have you ever gave somebody a song and you felt like they messed it up, or you wish you could have took it back?
Okay, look. And this ain't no disrespect to my nigga Snoop Dogg and Dogg Pound. So I sent them a beat. I had sampled Love Don't Live Here No More. I think it was Love Here Don't Live Here No More. And they made a song called Dick Walk. That's probably the only song I ever said I didn't like.
Dick Walk.
Man, if you hear it, you'll understand it. I thought Snoop was gonna get on there and do Snoop Dogg. You know, when he got them old school type of samples, them like, you know, when he pop his shit, that old school player shit. They said that it bang. You know what I mean? Don't get it fucked up. It bang, but it was just not what I thought they was gonna do to it. And they was like, oh yeah, we fucking with it. Then when they did that, I'm like,
yeah.
What?
You were
It's
looking
called
forward.
what?
You were looking forward to that Snoop Dogg that goes back and digs in the crates and he pulls those soulful sounds out.
When he like, you know, when he get with like an old school band or something, and they make one of them old school bangers like the Dramatics and shit like that. I thought he was gonna come with one of them. I said,
probably put 1500 or nothing on it or something.
Yeah, I'm like, Dick Walk. I'm like, whoa, is that? But it banged. But it was just not what I thought they was gonna do.
Yeah.
But it's, hey.
I haven't heard it, man. I'm gonna check that one out though.
Yeah, it was on one of their mixtapes they did. But I was just like, what? Y'all named it what? And I heard it, I said, okay. Y'all the OGs, y'all did it. But it was just like, what the fuck did y'all name it that for?
Yeah. So starting out, man, when I met you, because you've been my brother for a long time, for years.
Yeah,
and
many.
years.
How my nigga 40 say many moons.
Yeah. When I first heard about you, it was kind of hard to go through Los Angeles, California, and in the Valley area without hearing Tone Bone on the beat. Especially if you were trying to make music.
Exactly.
Right? They was like,
sure.
okay, you know, like you hear the music, you like, hey, who made that? And they like Tone Bone. And I used to be like, man, who is Tone Bone?
No,
you know?
for real.
And you know, it wasn't hard to find you because everybody was messing with you.
Yeah, exactly.
And we locked in, man, and it's been a good relationship ever since. But a lot of for the people who don't know you like I do, what's some of the stuff that you're behind that they might not know that you're behind?
For sure, a lot of people don't know I did The Living for 2 Chainz because I don't have my tag on it. So it was one of them do's or don'ts. You know what I mean? Take the tag off, put on the album. Keep the tag on. We don't want to, you know what I mean? It's one of them type of bargains. So a lot of people, because it got my real name. So you know how you hear my tag, you know it's me. But
Right.
that one, it's like I had to do more promotion for myself to show people I did that beat. Because it's like all my other shit, they know. Like,
Yeah.
you know, my Say That Then, I got on GTA, they know that. But then Living, it's like, oh, you made that? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know you made that because I don't have my tag on it. That's probably like one of my big songs that I don't have my tag on.
Did they ask you to take it off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like I said, do or don't. Like,
Yeah.
if you do this, then it's gonna go on the album. If you don't, then it was like one of them moments of like, it was one of the moments of like, it was like the deadline. Do you want it on the album or not?
Yeah.
So I just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Niggas know I do hits.
Right,
When
right.
they ask who made this hit, they gonna find out, you know?
Right. Also too, before there was Mustard on the beat, there was Tone Bone for YG too, right?
For sure.
You made Fuck It Up Girl?
Oh yeah, that was a beat I made back in the day. I really made it for an artist I had named New Era. And she passed it to TF Third, and TF Third gave it to YG.
You know what? I remember New Era.
Yeah, that was
Now that you bring up the name.
that was my artist at the time.
So they just essentially passed your beat to him.
Yeah,
and
because
then
she didn't know what to do. TF Third didn't know what to do. And then YG got on it. You know, he was popping, doing his little jerk shit. And then that was one of them hits that made him get to Bam. And then they like, what's the next hit?
Right.
That's when he came with the Tooted and Booted.
Right
After that. So,
Right.
you know, shout out to YG, he know what's up.
Yeah. Did he ever give you credit for that?
He gave me credit for it, but that goes back to I already have my tag on it. So it wasn't too much that I had to say, you know?
Yeah.
But niggas already knew because I remember when I first met Joe Moses and he was asking me productions I made, and when I showed him that, he like, damn, I'd been knowing this tag, I just never knew who you was. And I'm like, yeah, that was me. Cause I was showing him some other beats and he heard my tag, he like, that been you this whole time? I'm like, yeah, so, you know, it is what it is. You know, you live and you learn.
You would say the tag is pretty important when it comes to
Yeah, because I feel like with artists, a lot of artists nowadays a lot of artists act like the producer ain't shit. You know what I mean? They act like that they doing this shit by themselves. Like it ain't a yin and a yang. You know what I mean? So when they don't put the tag on there, it's kind of hard for the nigga because at the end of the day, that's self-promotion for yourself too, you know? And artists ain't finna just all day, this my producer. Some niggas will, some niggas don't though. So I feel like it's important to keep your tag on there because that's a form of your promotion.
right.
Letting people know who you is, because this nigga's he's the artist, he's gonna let people know who he is.
Yeah.
But he's not finna be like, my producer, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, keep your tag on there. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. And
As
and
a
then-
producer.
Right. And then back in the day, the DJ and the producer used to get a lot of credit. Like they
Because
always
they the one doing it, At the end of the day, you can turn the beat on. That's what's so important. That's one thing about me, why I stick to studying the way I make my beats, because when I make a beat, it's always gonna be something that get the party going.
Right.
So they're gonna always ask, who made this?
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Right.
like you said, back in the day, the DJ and the producer was the one making the hits. So that's exactly what it is.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the beat's going. We can just turn the beat on right now, and it's
Yeah.
gonna make you bob. You ain't nobody saying shit on the beat.
Right.
Then it's like a plus.
Right.
You know what
Where
I
you think
mean?
that got lost at? Because, like, we could say back in the day, like the Jam Master Jay era, but even like the Dr. Dre, the Snoop Dogg era, like the producer was big, and then like it seemed like
They like focus more on the artist now.
Yeah, it seemed like more like after the excuse me, my bad. It seemed like after the DJ Jazzy Jeff era, I mean not DJ Jazzy Faye era, and Lil Jon, after that it just faded out.
I feel like
the producers got sent to the background.
I feel like when it's kind of hard to like dish it, because it's like, I feel like when certain rappers start getting, because you got to think about it, when we had the mixtape time, you wanted to have that DJ talking this shit on your, you know what I mean? You wanted this DJ drama, this,
Right.
You wanted that type of shit. But I feel like they start around that time, mixtapes, once the mixtapes start fading away, it start focusing on the artist, because now they have to put it out mainstream. Like they have to do it mainstream, you know?
Right.
It wasn't too focused. How the phone go?
I told you not to turn this on. I can hear all this. Please.
You know, it focused more on
Dude, can you turn this off?
on artists. Because now the artist, it focused more on the artist, because now the artist is like, they're more like just, the reason I say the mixtape shit is because mixtapes wasn't paying producers like that. They just getting on beats and putting the music out. So you're not really giving the credit to them, because they don't give a fuck. They just rapping.
You know what? I never thought about that.
You know what I mean? Like
I never thought about
all
that.
the beats, they just getting on beats, because
Right.
it's like jacket for beats.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Bam. We ain't worrying about them. We the rappers. So now the producers is kind of like, damn, you just gonna rap on my, because you gotta think about it. Imagine, not even imagine, just think, niggas got this song is out. Then a nigga get on a mixtape, he's rapping to that beat. And then he blows that song up, and then it's like, damn, like, this ain't even his song. But now you know who kind of did that? And I don't want to put it like that. It's kind of like Wayne. Because you remember Wayne.
That's what I was thinking about when
Wayne
you
get
said
on
that.
everybody beats, and
he
it don't
killed
matter.
it.
He kills it.
He destroyed
So
it.
you worrying about what other beat he finna get on about Wayne. We finna think about Wayne. What Wayne finna get on. But then it's like, you forgetting the beat. He's only picking that beat. Let me tell you something. Let me break this down. So I seen a post the other day, I forgot who it was. They was talking about why producers be feeling like they need this much credit. First of all, the producer gets 50% regardless. Off the dribble, because it's 100% sure. It's just a product. You're only splitting half of it. So why am I not getting 50%? You know what I mean? So I seen a nigga say, basically, he said in so much words that like, why do a producer feel like he need this much exposure and they're the one doing this? I said at the end of the day, I wrote a comment on there and I said at the end of the day, when you go to the studio, if a nigga play you a weak ass beat, you're not gonna get on it.
Right.
You
It
feel
doesn't
me?
inspire. It doesn't inspire you to create the song. That you made.
Exactly, because he like, I'm the one doing this. It don't matter. You're not coming with that idea. Okay, well, rap acapella then. See how much you can sell acapella. You know what I mean? You can't do it. He made it seem like that a producer is only getting somewhere because of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I felt like that don't make no sense, because why the fuck would a nigga come to the studio with some hot shit and you don't get on it? If I come with some bullshit, you don't want it.
Right.
So how does it make sense? You acting like he don't deserve what he's supposed to get. Nigga,
Yeah.
I could play, like right now, I could go to the studio, play all kind of beats. Niggas like, oh, these hard. If I go in there and freestyle, they like, oh, okay, that's cool. Because it's not nothing that's really getting them, because now they need, like, all you need is what? You need to put a beat to it.
Right.
You go see a nigga on Fremont right now, rapping, freestyling, you're like, all right, cool. That's it. He come
Right.
with the beat, now you like, okay, what this nigga about to say on this beat?
Right.
So you need that.
I mean, in certain rooms, you could even make the argument that the beat is more important than the song.
Man, look, fuck.
Because majority of the females you
arguments
listen to, you say, do you understand? Because you can't understand what a lot of people are saying.
And-
so you'll ask a female, like, what do you like about this song? They'll be like, I like the beat.
Yeah, because they want to shake their ass to it. Half of the time at the strip club, they don't give a fuck about what the nigga talking about. That beat come on and shaking the club, they turned up. They're shaking ass. They don't know what the dude's saying. He could be saying, drinking water, drinking water. The motherfucker slapping, nigga, we in this bitch drinking water. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Right.
if she can shake her ass to it, then that's what it's gonna do.
Right.
We're not finna go to the club and just turn on an acapella. It's not doing nothing. See, music is something you feel, so you need the bass. You know what I mean? You need the bass, you need the instruments, you need the whole, you know what I mean, the whole production.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vocals, it's like a car. The car look good, but it needs gas. You know what I mean? It needs gas to go somewhere.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if it ain't got no gas, it look good right there. It's
Yeah.
still that motherfucking Porsche still sitting there. Now you need the gas. But the overall is just like when you go to a lot. All these cars is here and they look good. They just probably ain't driving nowhere. That's the same shit with y'all. These beats is sounding good. It just needs somebody to get on it. Because think about it. The nigga, and I tell him this in his face. The nigga Zombie on the track. So I did a beat competition, right? All these dudes was from New York. You had Eric Sermon. You had Zombie on the
From
track.
EPMD?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We had, you feel me? And now he can say what he wants to say. Then you had Rod Digger, and it was somebody else, right? So you got all these producers. The way that Rod Zombie was talking, I knew for a fact, I'm like, this nigga got a beat with. I said, I know he's a producer, and I'm like, he has a song with Drake or somebody. For the way he's talking, he was acting like the nigga off of American Idol. You know, he just gotta say something. So I'm thinking, I was like, this nigga gotta have a song with Drake or something. Cause the way he talking, he got a song somewhere because
He popping his shit.
He popping it.
Yeah.
So when I go back and I look at his song, I'm like, all right, okay, he got a song with Drake. He did the started from the
So
bottom.
you called it.
Yeah, I called it. As soon as I went and seen, I'm like,
Started with the bottom. Yeah.
yeah. So when I heard that, I
his
said,
balls was out his pants the whole time. Huh?
so I go back and I start telling people, I said, and it's not like that, I ain't no hater. I said, but listen to Started from the Bottom beat. Just listen to it. It had to take a nigga like Drake to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you go to the studio and play that beat right now, if you didn't know that, because we know the song now, but if you
Right.
just heard that beat, you'd be like, that's cool. I don't know who would get on it.
Right.
So that's what made me, then when I go listen to his actual songs as a person, your shit is trash.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
he kind of rubbed me the wrong way when I was playing some beats and shit, and a nigga tried to say some shit like, oh yeah, you know, that's a Mac Dre type of beat. And I got mad at that because I feel, first of all, you niggas is not from California. So you're just dishing out, oh, that's a Mac Dre type. No, if you really know the West Coast, you would have said that was like an E40 type of beat. Cause nigga, if you know Mac Dre raps on just some shit you wouldn't even think he'd rap on, but it got some type of slump in it. E40 coming with the slump off the dribble. You know what I mean? Mac Dre gon' turn it into something. You know what I mean? Half of the times it might be a guitar or something. You like, what's this? But Mac Dre gonna do his shit on it. So for him to say this is a Mac Dre type of beat made me feel some type of way because I'm like, bro, you don't know who Mac Dre is. You
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean? That's like hearing a motherfucking Battle Cat track and then you just throw any motherfucker from the West Coast on it. Like, oh, that's a Tupac get on that.
Yeah.
No, nigga, at the end of the day, if you heard a Battle Cat track, you would think like more like Snoop Dogg, the East Siders. You would think in that
Cocaine
range.
and all
You
that
feel
kind
me?
of stuff.
Exactly. You
Right.
get what I mean? You're
Right.
not finna just say, oh, that's a Tupac beat. That just mean you just throwing a nigga on a track. Like, oh, that's so that made me feel some type of way because I felt like he just dished out anything. Like, oh, that's Mac Dre. Like,
He's trying to sound like he knows what he's talking about, but
and don't know shit.
He just knows it's a West Coast sound.
Exactly. So you just dish anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that made me feel the type of way. So that's what made me feel like certain motherfuckers just dish out anything and be thinking, oh, this is this and this is that. No, you have to really study this shit. So back to what we were saying when it comes to the artists and the beats, you know what I mean? You can't just say a producer ain't shit. You need him.
Yeah.
It goes together. Because all day we can play beats all day and we can vibe we could be in a studio all day.
Right.
Ain't no nigga finna have no freestyle session all day with no beats playing.
I mean, you could argue that that's what gave Kendrick Lamar the win over Drake was the Mustard beat.
For sure. Cause nigga, you can ask my peoples this. The day I heard that beat. Cause first of all, he did the other one first. Before he dropped the Not Like Us, he did another one. I forgot the name of it. But I was like, oh, that's cool. He dissed Drake. That was cool. He's bars.
Drake was winning until he dropped Not Like Us.
Then when I heard Not Like Me, I hit my peoples. I said, hey, I hit my boy B. I said, nigga, Kendrick got one. I said, this the one. He like, nah, I ain't heard it. I said, bro, this nigga got one right now. The one he just dropped, he's shitting on Drake right now. Yeah, I gotta hear it. Soon as he heard it, he said, this the one. I said, I know. Nigga, I knew. Once I heard that bitch drop, I said, damn, he coming like that for this nigga?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm gonna keep it 1,000,000. And I'm telling y'all this first. Nigga, I hit Drake up and told him he need to holler at me. I'll make a beat for him. I promise you. And it ain't nothing to go against the coast.
Yeah.
It was just, nigga,
He needed something that
you need something.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody coming like that to back you up.
Yeah, he wasn't ready.
So
he wasn't ready for that mustard.
I ain't gonna lie. And I'm a West Coaster, I die. But it's a friendly battle. Nigga,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, come to me, I would have made you a banger. And
Yeah.
it could have just showed you, nigga, it would have been like Drake got some homies too.
Right.
But I really DM'd the nigga. I'll show y'all.
Yeah. How do you feel about I seen Zoe Osama recently speaking up on people saying West Coast artists don't really go too far, like they don't go past Texas or something like that. How do you feel about that being one of the people who makes a lot of West Coast music? Do you think that's true, or do you think that that's just a stereotype that they put out there?
He's kind of telling the truth, but this is what I've been wanting to say too. The reason that we don't go nowhere is because people forget that everybody want to be like us. And everybody like us on our side want to be, which I want to be like us. But a lot of people from the West Coast want to be like everybody else. And then they don't realize that everybody wants to be like us. You know what I mean? Like, where we coming with that's the ops and the you know what I mean, gang. What up, gang? All that shit ain't no West Coast shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, the Blicky and all, like,
and
all
I noticed that
shit.
too. We started off influencing the world, but now it seems like we're trying to dumb ourselves down to fit into other people's narratives.
You get what I'm
to
saying?
look more like them, so we can fit in with them. So
And-
we can probably
and-
trend further
And
across
then you
the
look
coast.
at, and if you go look at a lot of shit that we have started, because it's like, think about it. It's motherfuckers in Japan with lowriders. They come over here and buy our lowriders, and nigga, you might think you gang banged out. Nigga on the West Coast, it's some niggas in Japan doing the same shit. Ain't never probably been to Crenshaw, been to motherfucking Compton Boulevard, nothing. But you see how we influence way on the other side of the map, and it's not from nowhere else. It's from where we're from. So I just feel like a lot of times our music don't go nowhere because we don't support each other. We got too much gang politics going on, which is gangs everywhere, but you know where it's, you know what I mean? You
think that gets in the way of the music?
Hell yeah. Nigga, that's for sure. It takes real niggas to try to break it, but you gotta understand, it ain't gonna never be like that because niggas don't want, niggas is too busy trying to be a gang member than getting the money. They worrying about, which you know how the gang politics is, nigga, you do something like that, you get DP'd, you know what I mean? So I feel like, I was telling somebody the other day, like, black people as our race, we'll never get nowhere because we too busy going at it with each other. You know what I mean? We're never gonna get to our music ain't gonna never get nowhere as a black culture because this nigga don't get along with this nigga. This nigga don't wanna be at the studio with him. I don't give a fuck where y'all from. Nigga, at the end of the day, when that check come in there, you gonna be like, damn, I made this off of doing this with him.
Right.
Now, y'all arguing and fighting and killing each other, then when you go to jail, we all know we all know what happened in jail. Mm-hmm. Now you gotta have this nigga back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So why y'all not doing that on the streets and making the money? That's what I feel like. That's why I fuck with older niggas in the music industry. That's why I fuck with E40s and motherfucking Too Shorts and shit. Niggas be like, oh, who listen to Too Short? And nigga, one thing about it, that's like an older nigga telling you some game. Oh, I've been there. Why wouldn't you listen to this nigga? He been, you know what I mean?
Right.
He been doing something. Oh, right. That's like you going to dealerships and shit and businesses and shit. How you think they got to this?
Right.
You know what I mean?
They say the easiest way to be successful is to find someone who's already done it.
Come on, man. So you think I'm gonna not listen to an E40 or a Too Short and they're fathers of the West Coast? You think I'm not gonna fuck with a Snoop Dogg? I don't care about what the young niggas is doing. You in and out of jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You going, what I supposed to wait till you call me on the phone in jail? Hey, I heard your song in here. That ain't no advice for me.
Yeah.
I need a nigga that say, hey, just like you see this motherfucking record right here, for the same motherfuckers that say, ain't nobody getting in a car saying play no E40. Well, 500,000 motherfuckers and bought that motherfucking record.
I was about to say, the songs that you have placed with the older artists, the godfathers of our generation, they've been very successful.
Come on now.
Clearly.
And I know many of niggas that's out here in these streets that y'all listen to ain't even got a gold record. And let me show you, let me tell y'all something that I need everybody in the world to understand. This record right here is 500,000 sold, not streamed. 500,000 people purchased this. They didn't go listen, they went and purchased this. I dropped this before it was streamed. You know what I mean? We wasn't even in that. We was in the LimeWire world where niggas was illegally downloading shit.
Right.
Nigga, 500 people bought this shit. So that's why I don't give a fuck how much.
500,000 people bought it when they could have stole it for free.
Come on now.
So imagine if everybody had to buy it.
Now imagine if I dropped it when it was streaming era.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a totally different thing. That's why I be trying to put game on, like how it's like we're never getting nowhere with our music shit because look at the people that's successful that live over here. And it's not no shade. Like you got Soulja Boy over here. You got Chris Brown over here. You got Chief Keef over here. The list will go on. They're all on the West Coast. They're not in, look where they little cities is. They know it's banged out over there. Fuck that, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm finna go somewhere else. But you don't never see these niggas trying to do what the fuck. We're like, yeah, they're doing with the gang politics shit, whatever. But what I'm saying is their music. Soulja Boy ain't doing no West Coast shit. He's still doing what he do. Chris Brown is still doing what he do. Chief Keef still doing what he do. They just left the environment they're in to continue to do the type of music. So I just be feeling like,
well, they say you got to get away from where you
from. Exactly.
Because the people that you grew up with that know you, that, you know, watch you go from nothing to something, that they'll end up unfortunately trying to take your life.
Exactly.
Because they're jealous of your success. Exactly. So you got to go somewhere where don't nobody know you.
And I feel like,
which is strange that
that's who's supposed to support you.
Yeah, but you got to be around people who don't know you just to be safe, because the people who know you,
because now they don't know,
they want to do something to you because they feel like it should have been them.
And that's the thing I was saying when I said everywhere else, like you go to Atlanta, all Atlanta doing is supporting each other. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm gonna tell you something on the West Coast that is, if you go to the Bay, they fuck with you. They all together, it's niggas politicking on what the fuck they did. It's the Bloods and Crips or whatever they is. But they organize together when it comes to certain shit. West Coast, we should be all together. When you go to LA, you can't go over here. You can't. It's everywhere. But when you from the city and you from this Los Angeles County, you know what the fuck I mean.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I mean. We can't go to that store. We can't kick it at that store. We can't hang out with them niggas over here. You can't go to the Slauson swap meet and be wearing what you like, you know what I mean?
You can't be free.
Bro, when I went, let me tell you something. I went to Texas, right? And I'm so fucked up in the head is I'm seeing the H hats. Mm-hmm. So my mind is, yeah, it's Hoovers out there, but that's they team. So yeah. I'm really like, damn, we over here with the and they, and I hope nothing jump off. But then I had to think about it. Nigga, I'm in Texas. This is their actual hat. This is just regular, like our LA.
The Houston hat.
Yeah, you feel me? My mind is so fucked up where it's like, I understand that this is Hoovers out here too. But if we were somewhere in LA and you had that H hat on, you know what the fuck going on in these areas. So it's like, we need to, hey, this ain't my area. Let's get up out of this area. Out there, I'm just like, damn, why am I even thinking like that? And I'm in fucking Texas. This is what they wear. This is their nigga. If a nigga coming here all oranged up, he might be from Hoover or he got his shit on. That's just regular. So
what people don't understand too is that also affects like your local businesses. Like, just say if you opened up a taco or chicken wing spot in your neighborhood, you're not going to get as much traffic as you could get in Los Angeles because certain people won't go there.
Exactly.
Just because of the hood it's located in.
Man, I wanted to support somebody. I forgot. It was a chicken spot I wanted to go to. And I just was like, nah, I didn't want to go over there.
Was it Blue Kitchen?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's exactly good chicken, man.
I was going to go, but then I started thinking, I'm like, wait.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. Shout out to my boy Donald. Shout out to my boy Grubby.
I wanted to go over there, but I was like.
I remember when he was in the liquor store on Florence. And I went over there and it was kind of sketchy. And I just wanted to taste it so bad. I was in and out of there, man. But yeah,
for real.
It definitely it puts a damper on you just wanting to be. You're not there for no bullshit, man. You just want to experience
can I
like
get
everybody.
the food? And that's the same thing with any. It's like you might see a fish place that you know is busting.
Yeah.
But you like,
can't do it.
I can't go over there because of this. And it's like, it just put, like I had a situation like that before. It was when I wanted to support, it was called Waffle Mamas. And she just happened to be in the Harlems. So I'm over there, you know what I mean? This they hood. I'm at the actual park, you know what I mean? And she had to press him because she like, this, I told him to come over here. This is my people's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm telling them like I had to check the niggas like, you know what I mean? I'm like, look, check this out, bro. No disrespect to y'all. I know that's y'all hood, but check this out. You think if I was from anywhere that don't get along with y'all, I'm gonna walk right here?
Out of all places, right?
Come on, bro. It's 30 of y'all niggas. Bro, I know I'm, nigga.
Yeah.
I know damn well.
I'm hungry. I'm not an idiot.
You feel me? So that just showed me that a nigga don't give a fuck, because that's the point when I was saying niggas don't support it. They don't give a fuck. It's just, I'm on bullshit today all day. And it's like,
even Hot Sauce from he's from Baldwin Village.
Oh, I did. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember he was just walking around doing food reviews, and he just so happened to do one in the 60s at a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, when he got in that fight. Yeah,
well,
seen
it
that.
wasn't too much of a fight. They jumped
They
in
jumped
and beat him up.
And they all you from BPS.
Even though he's not. And he was just doing a food review.
It's fucked up though, because that's just how they look at it. That's just how it is. You with them? I seen a video with you over there. Nah, you from there.
I mean, everybody can't live on the same street.
Come on now.
It's not enough houses.
That's
on
why.
the block.
That's why. If you ever remember that Kendrick Lamar CD, when the nigga, it's a skit on there, it said, "Where your mama stay? Where your grandma stay?" That's fucked up. That it's like, nigga, you act like I said, "Mom, let's go move in over here on the and I'm just being this like, nigga, this is where I was raised at. I can't be, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I fuck with everybody. Nigga, I don't give a fuck where you from. You know what I mean? Like, I fuck with everybody. If you making some money or you trying to make some money, let's do it. Because I don't have no color line with production. You know what I'm saying? I don't even give a fuck. Like I told niggas, I had a big ass debate when it came to the shit about 6ix9ine. We had a whole debate about this. They said, would you make a beat for him? I said, I don't give a fuck. Whatever he did in his life is not going to stop my production.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all feel like he did some snitch shit. But at the end of the day.
Well, I mean, he snitched, but.
Yeah. But
He made a good point. Not to cut you off, he made a good point on his last interview.
Yeah, because I feel like
it's still snitching, but he said all these dudes all did him wrong.
Yeah, and I feel like, okay, he did the snitch shit, okay, whatever it is. But I feel like, am I not supposed to make money off what I do? You know what I mean?
Because he told.
Like, bro,
right.
You see how what's the name did it? He said Kodak, he paid him $1 million to do the song.
Yeah.
If I make a beat for this nigga goes platinum off my shit, what I supposed to say, oh, you're a snitch too now, Tone?
Yeah.
Like how that, see, the thing that people get fucked up is they feel like when you do certain things, you shouldn't do certain things with production, or it makes you look like something.
Right.
And I feel like it shouldn't be like that, because
there you go.
It shouldn't be like that, because why do a nigga gotta feel like you can't work with somebody? That's just like with gay people. I don't give a fuck that you're gay. If you rap or some shit, I'm gonna make a beat. That I mean, oh, this nigga like me because no, nigga, the fuck. Nigga,
right.
On my mama, nigga, the nigga Saucy Santana, when E40 and them did the verses, he was in the comment like, oh, this beat go hard. Woo. I DM'd the nigga like, hey, you need some production?
Yeah. That
don't mean, oh, you're gay. No, nigga, stop. Get that bullshit that y'all thinking, put that to the side and understand what the business side is. The business side is I make beats.
A lot of people can't separate their personal opinions and their personal beliefs or their street politics. They can't separate that from business.
Yeah, and I feel like I said with the 6ix9ine shit, it ain't like a nigga finna be like buddy and hanging out and we all at the no, it don't work like that, nigga. I came to do business, nigga. Your personal life is yours. You're a rapper, right? Get in the studio, rap to this beat. I ain't saying, oh, let's go hang out and oh, show me the neck of your woods and how gangster you is and all. No, it don't work like that. I came to do my job, and yeah, let me go. What's that? Oh yeah.
Hey, bring me another one of those.
Yeah, so it's like, I just feel like, but that's one of them things that we got fucked up.
Yeah.
That we can't get past that, so that's why we can't get our music to go nowhere. You know what I mean? Now imagine this. I do a production for the nigga 6ix9ine. He got my shit in Colombia somewhere slapping. What one of my West Coast homies gonna do that for me? Which one of y'all niggas that y'all hanging around knowing he a snitch, that ain't getting no money, ain't doing shit, but y'all politicking about some shit that he got going on in his life, and you want me to stop production? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
That's his personal life. You know, if you that mad about this nigga, what about the shit that's happening with our real culture? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With us killing each other, and then you go see someone on the internet, oh, I can't fuck with that nigga, I can't. But your cousin just did woo woo woo, but you riding around with this nigga.
Right.
Make it make sense.
Right.
Because I'm going to make it make sense regardless.
Speaking of business, a lot of people...
That's a different one.
Yeah. Had to switch it up on you. A lot of people out there, they're doing... Well, they don't know how to do business, right? They know how to make beats, they know how to make music, they know how to make songs, but they don't know the business side of it. Mm-hmm. How do you move and learn the game when you don't have knowledge? Because I know it was a time that you used to be signed to League of Stars, right? Mm-hmm. Or were you signed, or were you just a part of the group?
I was signed to him.
Okay.
But I feel like with everything that you do in business, it has to be a fuck up for you to realize something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what it is. Just like relationships, you have to see, oh damn, she wasn't picking her phone up at this time. That ain't happening the next time. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was like, you just gotta learn the game, you know what I mean? Because some people want the fame, some people want the money. I wanted the business side. I wanted to learn the business. So yeah, everybody wants the money because that's what you know what I mean? But I was kind of like focused more on the business side so I can learn the ins and outs of this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when somebody do come to me with a business idea or they come at me with something, I'm able to know what he's talking about. When they talking about codes and royalties and publishing and, you know what I mean, and points on the album and all that shit, you gotta know that shit. Cause you don't wanna, or work for hiring contracts like one-offs. Niggas don't know what that shit is.
Yeah.
Nigga be like, oh yeah, come to the studio and make a beat and then get this nigga work for hiring contract. He waiting for some money, like, nah.
Is that what they were giving you?
Nah, they didn't ever give me that, but I actually witnessed that happen to people. You know what I mean? Because, so when I was with them, I didn't really have too many bigger placements with like big artists until the 2 Chainz situation. But when the 2 Chainz situation came, I left. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't still with them when I did that. But the whole time of like doing the shit with Problem and all that, we was just in-house shit going crazy. You know what I mean? I was doing the shit with E40, getting paid off of that shit. But I learned that shit because it was other producers, not to speak nobody names, that did one of those.
Yeah.
Or it was certain situations that they were trying to handle their business and they couldn't do it because they didn't know the knowledge.
Yeah.
So they was stuck in a loop, like where it's like the NWA movie. The nigga was like, oh yeah, why y'all this? Oh yeah, you know, and they just ping ponging.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, well talk to him. Oh, we'll talk to him. Oh, I'm gonna give you a call back. Oh yeah, he'll call you Thursday. Oh, I just talked to the lawyer. Like shit like that.
Yeah.
If you don't know the business, you'll just sit there and believe that shit. So I felt like I'm not finna play that shit. Cause I was never raised where it's like, shout out to my grandma. My grandma Brenda, rest in peace. She always told me growing up, speak your mind. I never, even when I used to get in trouble in school and I'm about to get an ass whooping, my grandma used to step in, nah, fuck that. Before you give him an ass whooping, fuck what that teacher talking about, you gonna listen to him too. You're not finna just, oh, he was, okay, that's what she said, now you gonna listen to him too. Cause it's not gonna be fair. And then what if she just was mad cause something happened with her life? She just like, these kids ain't sitting down. No, that's just how it always been. So I always felt like that, like
both sides need to be heard.
Yeah, you can't never just, you're not, even with my relationship, I'll tell my girl the same shit. You're not finna argue at me and I can't say shit back to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? We not finna do that. You feel mad about something or I feel mad about something, I'm not finna just say shut the fuck up. You're gonna say your part and then we gonna figure this shit out. Because it's not just gonna be something to be said that's not resolving the situation. So that's what I felt about with the business side. It's like, okay, how you just gonna give me something or a contract or whatever and that's it? How I don't have no say so over it. You want something from me. You know what I mean? That's the reason you're giving me this contract.
Right.
So you're not finna just say, oh, here go this and shut up. No. And that's what they be doing to producers. Or they do that to artists. Oh, come in here and spit this verse and that's it.
So were they just like making y'all like mass produce beats and just placing them wherever and giving y'all whatever, or they weren't?
No, what was going on that I figured out was the nigga that was running the group, he was more of making a brand for himself and having the producers like ghosts. You know what I mean? Like the brand is here, but that goes back to when I was telling you about the tags. Right. You got League of Stars tag on there, but if you ain't got my tag, you just building who League of Stars. So you might be a rapper and be like, oh, I need a League of Stars beat. Right. You don't know who made it. But you want it, you know what I mean? You want that production from that for your credits.
Right, and then you got, what's his name is The Face.
Yeah, you feel me? It could be a nigga in the alley. Some niggas be dick riding. So they just be like, oh, that's a League of Stars beat, I need that. Because the credit is here. But it might be this nigga made a beat just to try to see if it can work. You know what I mean? Because I done seen niggas try to use my tag before, and I was like, nah, that ain't my style. You know what I mean?
Somebody try to put your tag on their beat?
Yeah, and tried to see if they was like, oh, I made some beats, you don't mind put the tag on it, and I'm like, I didn't collaborate too much on it, but don't put my tag on that, because that's not like my style. You know, I come with the bass and all that. I was like, nah, I don't even put my tag on there. You can take it and do what you want to do. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's you. Don't even.
You could definitely differentiate your music from
everybody else. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna come with the trunk shit regardless. That's just my style, trunk music.
Yeah.
So I watch a lot of people go through that shit because it's like, I'm starting, like we were saying earlier, I'm starting to see that they fading the producers away. Like if being a rapper does not consist of having production. It's
Right.
just, I'm a rapper. Okay. And like I
Right.
tell niggas this too, I was selling beats for $75 before I made any hit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when I tell them how much I charge, they don't understand why do producers charge this much, or how do you come with this idea? And I said, see, that shows you don't know the business, because the business is just like shows. When you do so many shows, your rate goes up.
Right.
You're not gonna be getting 1,000.
The more
and
in
then
demand you are.
100 shows. It's like, oh, we gonna pay? No, by then this nigga should be getting $40,000-$50,000, because if y'all booking him this much,
Right.
he must be that good.
Right.
So if I was doing $75 for beats when I was young and didn't have no hits, and now I'm solidified already in the game, I got songs and video games.
and you're in demand now.
know what I
More
mean?
people want a Tone Bone beat. I don't got time to give them to everybody, so the ones I give them to, they got to pay top dollar.
Come on now. And so I
Yeah.
tell niggas that's independent, I say, look, this is the deal I can do for you. Niggas on the street that ain't got no budget is $500 to $1,000. And this is what you got to work with.
Which
And
is still not an exuberant amount of money. Like, you should be
exactly.
able to-
You need to, if you want your production to be like, you need to step your money up.
right.
And I'm not just saying that to be like an ass about it, but I'm not the YouTube nigga
But
that's putting.
they'll go spend that shit on a pair of shoes or a shirt or some
Come
other
on now,
shit
and
trying
I
to look
always
fly.
tell niggas this when they go to YouTube and get them beats off YouTube. I say, before you get them beats and think you finna do something, pull up Shazam. Them beats y'all stealing on YouTube, the ones y'all think y'all getting, get Shazam, play that same beat and watch the nigga pop up on it. Whole nother nigga with the song. So you not doing nothing original. You need to do shit original. That's why you go pay.
Yeah, that's smart. I never
You
thought
feel
about
me?
that.
And that's what I tell niggas. Cause I it's a lot of niggas like, oh, this beat right here, I'm gonna pay for a feature for this nigga get on this. Then you pull up Shazam, and then it's like it's a whole nother nigga in Detroit rapping to this beat. Now you like, damn. And he probably didn't distroed it out already through United Master or something and getting some money. So it's not original. So you thinking I'm about to blow up off this, and now you got a situation because y'all not buying the beat, y'all just leasing it. And my thing, well, like I told them with my production, the lowest I ever got from a artist was $2,500, and the highest was $10,000. You know what I mean? So I'm in that bracket right there, $2,500 to $10,000. I mean to $10,000. You know?
Yeah.
So you have to, now that I went gold, am I supposed to up it? Yes.
Right.
Because that's what I was getting paid. Now I have to double it now. So $5,000 to $20,000.
Right.
So you have to go in that bracket. Or if you're not gonna be in that bracket and you don't want me to pay, I gotta get more credit for the song and I gotta get more percent for the song. Because now you're trying to lower my rates. So now if you're gonna do it like this, you have to give me, I might have to take
more the royalties.
75% of the song now.
Yeah.
Because I'm dropping my normal rate. You know what I mean? To benefit you.
So
it's
now,
like,
now you need it on the back end.
come on now. So
Yeah.
yeah, I might need my 50 and then later on I need this much from the royalties.
Yeah.
Because you're lowering my price. It's just like renting a car. I mean, not renting a car, it's like going, like I said, the dealership. Put
Yeah.
this much down, your car note's gonna be this. You put more here, it's this. So that's just how it be with this shit.
How hard is it to get a placement? If like you're a new and upcoming artist, songwriter, or producer.
In this day and age, I feel like it's easy. In this day and age, because everything is resolving around AI, everything is going with the internet all day. So I feel like now it's easier because you can get on ChatGPT and write something that'll make you look more professional to talk to somebody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or like it'll make you seem better when you conversate. Oh yeah, you can ask ChatGPT, hey, write me something as a producer to present something to an artist. It'll boop, bop, boop, 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 boop. So somebody might read it and be like, oh, this nigga sounds professional. Like, all right. Instead of just, hey, what's some emails to send some beats?
Yeah.
That just sound like, you know what I mean? So
Is that what people do to get their music out there? They just email blast?
I ain't gonna lie, I used to do that back in the
Back in the day, that used to be a thing.
Yeah, that's because they had the programs to do it. But now it's becoming spam. So now I feel like, personally,
probably gotta get a TikTok hit or something like that.
Yeah, and I don't want to say it like this, but a lot of niggas is dick riders. No Diddy. But when I say that, I'm saying it like a lot of people wait till you got something going to want to fuck with you. Cause when that record came and they seen that, you made but I've been DMing you. Go check your emails in 2020, 2021.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie, and I know you, right? I was listening to the song. I was in the GS. Shout out to Mike D, the original GS off Manchester, and I knew you had made the song, right? Because I'm like, yeah.
Which one you talking
about? My Shit Bang.
Oh, okay,
right?
Yeah.
I knew you had made the song, and because you were already going by Mr. My Shit Bang and everything. So I'm in the club listening to it, and I'm like, wait, this is Tone Bone on the hook too. Like,
yeah, exactly, for sure.
I didn't realize that you had made the hook too and just changed your voice.
Exactly.
It took me a minute to catch it, but I'm like, man, he did it all. I forgot where I was going, what my point was, but yeah. Oh yeah. People they'll wait until you put in the work and get. But that's the industry, ain't it? Like they wait until you get hot. And then they want to pick you up. Actually,
and by then you don't want to fuck with nobody.
Well, the labels that's how they operate now, right?
Yeah, basically they waiting for you to be one of them niggas that out here. See, this what they do. They wait till you one of them. They want the niggas. See, this is why real niggas don't get signed. They want the fuck ups. They want the niggas that's really out here thugging in the streets because he's going to jail. He's gonna go to jail, and that's where they're gonna make the money at.
Yeah.
Him dead or in jail. Or he keep trying to fight to get out of jail, or he's fighting not to go to jail. They're gonna make the money.
I was at a Busta Rhymes video shoot, and I was talking to his manager from Violator.
Okay.
And I was talking to Keisha Cole manager Manning, and we had the song. We had a couple of songs back then. And I was playing it for them, and they like, that's hot. But they was like, we haven't heard of you. They was like, we don't care how good your song is. For everybody, they was like, it doesn't matter how good your song is. Basically, if you don't put in all the work yourself and making yourself hot, and we basically got to hear about you, and you got to already be hot for us to come try to sign you. Yeah, you got to do all the work up front. When I'm thinking. Back in the day, I'm thinking like, no, if you had talent, they'll pick you up. But that wasn't the case at all.
They don't give a fuck. Because that same shit happened to me. Like, it was a group. I forgot what group it was. I was at Six Flags a long time ago, my bro Rick. And I was talking to somebody, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to make some beats for y'all. I want to do some production for y'all. They wasn't fucking with me.
Yeah.
My bro Rick was like, Tone Bone, come on. He's like, you Tone Bone? Oh yeah, take my number down. I said, nah, I'm cool. I gave him that flyer and everything back. Yeah. I said, that just showed me, nigga, I came to y'all with some regular shit, trying to make some music with y'all. Y'all did the Hollywood on me. But then when y'all found out I was well known more than y'all, now y'all want to talk to me. And I swear to God, I never did nobody like this. Then I threw that flyer back at him and just walked away. Because I didn't like that. I came at y'all sincere and y'all just was way up here. Oh yeah, we on stage. And then when I'm like, oh, okay. And they heard my name like, oh, you, peace out. Too late. I don't even remember who they was.
Yeah.
And I know they ain't nobody now because I ain't heard shit.
Yeah.
So, but shit like that be the shit though. Motherfuckers don't be, you know.
How you feel about artists right now on the West Coast? Like, do we have anybody really besides Kendrick? Because it kind of seemed like we're dying off talent-wise as far as having big artists.
Nah, for real, we ain't got. Who I fuck with right now, I ain't gonna lie, I like Big Sad. I fuck with him. I ain't gonna lie. I like, as like being somebody from the West that's really like putting his foot down and not giving a fuck. It's Big Sad. Like, we don't have too many artists. Like, you know, YG already broke past the regular niggas and like, you know who he is. He's, you know what I mean? He could go to New York and niggas know him. You know what I mean? He could go to Texas,
even,
niggas know him.
Even YG, he got to a certain point where he kind of he got stagnant.
Yeah, and that's when he went. See, a lot of people don't know. He flew out to. That's when he went and fucked with Jeezy.
Well, they dropped him from Def Jam.
Exactly, and that's when
and then he signed through Jeezy.
And that's what put him back on. He made
and then put him back on for a second, but it was almost like stalling out the inevitable because it just died right back out.
And it's like, but then you listen to his shit now, you see where he's trying to go now. He, cause that new little shit he got a song he just dropped. It's a dude singing on the hook. I fucks with that. Like, it's not the regular YG.
I haven't listened to any of his new music.
Yeah, he got some shit that's not him that sounds good. Like, the other shit that you know he make is for us. You know, that's just nigga shit, backyard party shit.
Yeah.
That shit he made, he got a song
ratchet
called,
shit.
Yeah, and you know he gonna win with that every time. Say blood shit, he gonna win. But that shit he got a song called
It just seemed like it's not hitting as harder as it used to back in the day. Like when they had the YG, Tyga, Nipsey Hussle kind of.
Yeah, and that's when we was on. I ain't gonna lie. Once Nip died, that fucked up everything. That really fucked up. That really fucked up shit because that was one of the niggas that shouldn't be gone. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna lie. Nip, to me, I bought a Benz because of Nip. Yeah. And that ain't no dick riding shit. I just felt like growing up, I just felt like you had to have $1 million. I just felt like you had to have $1 million to have a Benz. And then I just like, I went and seen how easy this shit was. Nigga, get a little credit and get you some money. You go get this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, because, you know, that's a black man riding around, young, regular LA nigga, and got him. And I'm like, this nigga sliding a Benz.
He was definitely spearheading the generation.
Yeah, and that's what I felt. That's why I feel like that fucked up the coast, because it's like a nigga like that is supposed to be the one that's changing shit. Cause you remember when he had the interview when Schoolboy Q was in the studio.
Yeah.
And niggas don't understand that. But if you from where we from, you understood that to the max.
Yeah.
Like that ain't nothing that's supposed to happen at all, nigga. That was, you know what I mean?
Right.
That was not that two right there. So that just shows you how far shit can go if you just thinking about the money.
Right.
And when I seen that happen, it's like, it was that really fucked up the West, because that was one of them Snoop Dogg niggas, which I don't say Snoop Dogg, but it's like, well, you know, the West is Snoop.
I think he was more of that generation's Pac, because the way he started off and the way he went out.
Well, I say this, and
he said it in
no, he did say it, but I always say this, and I know niggas gonna hate that I say this. Pac is from the West, but he's not from the West.
He's not. So, and I.
But he represents us.
But I was gonna say that too. Nipsey is even more rooted in the West Coast than Pac.
Exactly.
Because Pac came over here where Nipsey was born and raised, so he actually probably meant more. And
exactly.
And when he was here, he didn't just change the way people thought about business or what you could obtain. It was a lot of peace in the streets. Everybody was worried about being fly and getting money, and it wasn't all this. And then right after he died, it just kind of like went right back into shit.
Back to, you know what I mean? We had a cool little 2, 3, 4 months, and niggas start being back on bullshit.
Right.
Because. And that's what I mean by that fucked up shit, because at the end of the day, everybody knew where he was from. I don't give a fuck. Everybody knew where he was from.
Right.
But he got respect from all niggas from hoods.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So to see that many niggas fuck with him, that should have just been who he was. That's Nip.
Yeah, he definitely had a different aura.
That's Nip. That's West Coast icon.
Did you ever get a chance to meet him?
You know, it's crazy. I met this nigga. This shit was crazy. I was at where the fuck was we at? We was at Toca Madera. It's a food spot over there by the Beverly Center. So I hop out with the homie Chip and shit, and I'm with the other homies. We all out there. I think it was me, the homie B, and all them. We outside, and I see the nigga, but Nip getting into it with a Mexican dude at the door, and the Mexican dude, this nigga's like, I don't give a fuck, you got all them chains, you think you somebody, and I'm telling the Mexican like, nah, just calm down, bro. Like, he like, nah, he think he's somebody because he got some chains, and then I see Jay Stone get out the car. I'm like, bro, you finna be on TMZ, my nigga, in a minute, because you don't know who this niggas is. And Lauren London, everybody was there. Then I walked up on him, I'm like, oh, what up, Nip? I'm telling him, like, yeah, you know, he did his little neighborhood handshake and shit. But what's a coincidence, later on that night, I end up in the studio with the nigga. We go over there, it's Boss Hog, Jay Stone, and I'm in the studio, and Boss Hog recording a song, and it was Nip, Bino, and Roddy Ricch came in the studio that night. I remember it's like yesterday, because I looked at Roddy Ricch, and I'm like, nigga, I know, and it ain't even no rap shit, I just know him from Compton. So when I seen him, I'm like, oh, what's up with you, bro? He like, Roddy Ricch. And I'm like grabbing his hand again, I'm like, who? He like, Roddy Ricch. I'm like, oh, okay, bro, I seen you somewhere. And this before he really like took over the airways, because he still had the Roddy Ricch chain. And then Bino, he had the blue hair in the back, and I didn't know Bino at the time. And then Bino started doing his shit, so I'm like, oh, okay. And I chopped up with Nip. I'm like, yeah, woo. And it's crazy, I didn't even tell him I made my shebang. I just was like, yeah, I made the woo. And I was just so shocked that like, damn, I just ran into this nigga, and then he comes to the same studio we at. You know what I mean? We chopping it up, bam, 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 we chop it up. And then I always felt like Nip was going through something that little week, because that was the same week he slapped the nigga at the awards. Cause like I said, he was tripping on the nigga at the thing, and then a week later he slapped the nigga. So when we and the homies heard about that, we like, damn, he was just finna slap another nigga at the shit. Yeah. So this nigga was on one this week. And if you always go back, and I could tell you the time and the frame of this. If you go back to Nipsey page and you look at his page, he had the green outfit on. He had like a green little, I think it was a Puma outfit. That had to have been the same day. That had to have been the same day I met him, because at the studio he had that same shit on. And I think that's the day Lil Baby was at. He had Lil Baby in the neighborhood with him. But that same outfit is the same day I met him. He had that same shit on. So I ain't gonna say he had it on twice, but you know what I mean? He probably could, because shit, it's
close. Shit,
you feel me? It's Puma. So shit, you getting paid. I wear something twice, nigga, and they paying me like that.
I wear my shit 50 times.
Come on now, Puma. You want me to wear it again?
Yeah.
All right, fuck it.
Yeah.
But when I look at that picture, I'm like, it had to have been that same day. You know what I mean? But yeah, I had met him, and no, it was cool though. I chopped it up. You know what I mean? He like, you made these beats. I'm like, oh no, I didn't make, because he thought I made the beat that was playing, that Boss Hog was rapping on. I'm like, so I walked in like this. How I did it. The homie O and the homie Chip, they was in the other. It's like the studio. We was at Ciroc Studio. So it's two parts. It was the booth part, and then it was this part. The homies over here talking and chopping it up. I'm like, nigga, I'm over here in the booth part. Because at the end of the day, the homies rap, but they not in a professional way of me. So I'm like, I'm going over here. I'll go in there, and Nip walk in. Still to this day, they like, I ain't see Nip. I don't believe. I'm like, bro, the nigga was in there. I ain't gonna lie about this nigga. Roddy Ricch and Bino was with the nigga. So bam, they go in there, we chop it up, bam. And then that was the last time I ever seen a nigga. And then the shit, and you know what I mean? So, but.
And I said that because when you meet him, you definitely feel a different kind of vibe and a different aura from him. I had met him twice. One was with Sick from 6-0, rest in peace. And this is when he was just normal. He had like a 5X Pro Club on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some Pro Club shorts on.
Oh, you know what's crazy? I seen that picture of y'all too. I know the picture you talking about. I seen that.
No, but no. This is before that picture though.
Oh, okay.
So I seen him regular, just outside on the street.
Yeah.
Just regular. I think he was serving then too.
Yeah.
Because it looked like he was posted up. And then the next time I seen him was on TV in a music video.
Damn.
Coming straight off, I'm like, wait, what?
Wow,
I'm like, I'm like, big fat Malcolm X gold chain on. I'm like, this the same dude.
Chunky motherfucking chain too.
Banging hard. I'm like, hey, this the same dude I just seen from there. So I watched him go from that to that. So when the picture that you're talking about, when I was.
I remember you had a great little. I remember the whole shit.
When I was in his shop, because I went to his shop to congratulate him.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went to his shop, well, that's why I went. But what made me go up there, even though, you know, I live on the side of town I lived on, we're like opposites, but we right next door.
Yeah.
I went up there to congratulate him because I literally watched you go from nothing to something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what instilled hope in me. And then just meeting him in person and the way he embraced people, no matter who you are, where you're from, you know?
Exactly.
It was just it was a different vibe, and you had to experience that. So.
And that's why I said, with him being gone, it fucked it shit up, because we don't have no more niggas that came up like that, where he's well around respected from everybody. And I'm not talking about just the gang culture. You know what I mean? And what made me, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000,000. What fucked me up about that shit is when he died, my mama cried. And that fucked me up because I seen that my mama really liked him. You know what I'm saying? And to see my mom cry over an artist, and it's like, you know, this nigga's way younger than you. But my mom said some real shit, like, I liked him. He a stand-up guy. You know, he said he wanted that woman, and he went and got that woman. You know what I mean? That's who he said he wanted. And they asked him, he said, I want Lauren London. And he went and got her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was like, I like who he is. You know what I mean? So to see that, it made me feel some type of way, because it's like, damn, look how this nigga influenced my mom to even listen to him and like his music. And it's like, damn, so imagine how it is with me and somebody else that I probably don't know.
Right.
I ain't never met before. You know what I mean? So that's what made me really feel some type of way when to meet him and to really realize, like, I like this nigga, and this is the type of music I listen to, and my mama likes this.
Right.
You know what I mean? And my mom never was no square to the shit like music.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Your mom
and
definitely was hip.
You know what I mean? You know our mom. So to see that, and then, you know, not to put her business out there, but where she grew up, them ain't the size, they don't get along.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just to see that, it made me feel some type of way about the West Coast, because it's like those is fixtures in our that put us together. And that's why we can't get nowhere, because the real niggas that you gotta look up to ain't here. Ain't nobody finna, nigga, come on now. Who we got like right now? I don't hate on the nigga Young Boy, but I see people that like him. All them niggas is wild ass kids.
Well, that's because that's what he embodies.
That's what I'm saying. So when people be listening to his shit, I be like, I don't hate on him at all, but I be telling them I'm not into every day I want to harm somebody. You know what I mean? That's not me. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's the way you got to put it in the air.
A lot of our music is, some people look at it as demonic.
It is.
You know?
A lot of shit, because me personally, that's why I like making just party music. Because I feel like when I make music, when you hear my shit bang, it's not nothing that a 5-year-old can't listen to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, my daughter, when my daughter first heard that song, she thought it was saying, what's your name? She thought it was, what's your name? What's your name? And I'm like, now that she's older, she knows. But when she was a kid, she thought it said, what's your name? Yeah. So it ain't like, I'm like, nah, don't say that. But look how that whole song is not really talking about nothing but beating your trunk. And who don't want beating their trunk? And who's not playing music in their trunk? So everything that I actually made, I never really wanted, which I do have a song called Guns. But the way E40 worded it, it wasn't it's more like fun. Yeah, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna shoot a nigga, I'm about to kill a nigga. No, he telling you he had one in the chamber he never knew.
And
you know what I mean? Like,
what I noticed too, and which makes me kind of understand why you lean more towards making music for Bay Area artists, or do you? Let me ask you that. That's my interpretation, but do you prefer to do?
Well, when you say it like that, I do fuck with a lot of Bay, because niggas be thinking I'm from the Bay when they hit me up. It's because a lot of older niggas that's from the Bay reach out to me, and then when they hear that my shit bang, a lot of niggas be still needing a little hit, like, oh, I need me a little beat.
They need something like that.
Yeah, so it already, because I remember one time I was in the Bay and it was like I had went with it was League of Stars. We all went out to the Bay and we went to some, I don't know where it was, but it was like underground. It was like shit had spray paint everywhere, but it was all the artists. Like all them niggas that's coming up that's from the Bay, they was all there and they all knew me. And I was like, damn, nigga, like I never knew this. Like I done heard all these niggas' music. Young Kurt, Young Barry, all these niggas was under there and they like, I know who you is, who, and D-Lo, all these niggas.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, like I'm way over here and I come down here and all you niggas know me and they all know me from making this song.
Yeah.
So it's like, look how many niggas fuck with me and we can't put that many niggas in LA together.
Yeah.
We couldn't put none of them niggas together like that.
Bay music, historically, has always been like a more fun type of music.
Nah,
more
for sure.
happy, more party kind of vibe.
Nah, for sure.
Which is what you specialize in, the more happy kind of party kind of vibe.
Yeah, because I don't
doing
want
like drill music, murder music, and
I ain't gonna lie. I like making shit like sexual songs for the women, and then party music, because you can't go wrong with that. When you go to the club, half of the time, if it ain't made it as a hit, you probably ain't gonna want to hear no drill shit. You know what I mean? They only gonna play some drill shit is because it's probably hot somewhere. So they gotta keep the flow going. But you gotta make something that's all year round. Like, this is how we do it. That's gonna play forever.
Yeah.
My shit bang, it's gonna play forever.
When you say sexual music for women, you more mean like slow jams and stuff like that.
Yeah, not just more lingering
not
to
just
like
show me that
in the
ass.
avenue like how Chris Brown is. He's focusing on the women. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I'm gonna make a song, I'm probably gonna make a song that's like talking some freaky shit to a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what we finna do. Like, yeah, we fucking and type of shit.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be them freaks out there that don't give a fuck. They freaky, so that's the type of shit they wanna listen to.
Yeah.
But I can't get in the car and just wanna, I'm finna shoot this nigga. I got the 30 ready for this nigga. They like, damn, you just demonic, huh? Which some people feel like being sexual is demonic. But
I think it's a fine line.
you feel me? This is how we make people. This is how we produce.
I think it's a fine line between Marvin Gaye and Uncle Luke.
Yeah. Uncle Luke.
They both.
Hold on. Not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But let me put something in the paint. Put some paint where it ain't, that nobody understands. Uncle Luke is the reason why I made beats. Like, no cap.
Yeah.
Uncle Luke, this is what made me really get into making beats. So I used to always go to house parties and I used to always say, damn, you know when that kept
yeah.
I used to be like, damn, I want a song like
Doodle
that.
Brown.
What?
Yeah.
And one day I was just in a party and I just felt like, damn, no matter how old this fucking song is, when it comes on, I said, damn, and I was just sitting, I was in a daze in a party and I'm like, damn, I wish I had a song like this that can just keep the world going for years. Like, this shit is old, but the party might be turned down, but when this come on, they turn. So then I start studying that shit and I'm like, damn, you know what? To make this, you gotta make the beats.
Right.
The beat is what's making these bitches shake their ass, and now he's saying what he's saying. So then I'm like, damn, I gotta learn how to make beats. So I used to see my homie Dion and homie Deucey, these niggas used to, like, I used to go to their house and these niggas used to be on the computer on Fruity Loop, just putting these green dots. I'm like, what the fuck is he? Every time cause I used to hang with the homie AJ, and when I used to come over to, like, I hung out with all of them, but I used to just come over there and I used to be like, why every time I come over, these niggas is looking at a screen, putting green dots and shaking their head. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm making beats. And I used to be like, what the fuck is this? Like, and they just, so then they like this Fruity Loop. So when I start doing it, I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to learn this shit. I thought I wanted to learn it.
Yeah.
But then I had got in trouble at like 13, 14. Then I had went to camp. So when I went to camp, I was on probation for 3 years and I ended up getting a computer. And when I got that computer, I had nothing else to do. Get on that computer. I said, well, it's the time to do the Luke shit I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I start making the beats. So when I was making the beats, the crump era came out.
Yeah.
This when the crump shit was out. So people was wanting me to make crunk beats for them because I was just making shit. And when I was making the crunk beats, we had J Squad. Shout out to my niggas from J Squad. They was doing their beats, but when they was having their crump arenas, they was like, I was making the beats for everybody, and they was like, they want to dance to the ones I'm making for them. But J Squad was like, oh, we only playing J Squad beats. That's the only thing we playing in here. So I kind of felt some type of way. I was like, you know what? I don't want to stick to that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they started this shit, so I don't want to compete with them on something that they started as a craft with their beats.
Right.
Because I don't feel like we're going to be crumping our whole life.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
not.
you know what? Let me go to the mainstream where the real music is. Because this is an activity that we're going to do. And that's crump music. And then you got the clown music shit. But the clown music shit was kind of more LA-ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crump was just, it started from our area, from LA and all that shit,
Yeah.
but it was like venturing off to
It
everywhere
went
else.
everywhere else, yeah.
Clown
Especially when you
dancing
get to
music
colleges.
was LA shit. You know what I
Straight up.
mean?
Yeah.
This is the Form. This is the Carmelitos. This is Tommy hopping out, coming down the street. This is LA shit.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? The crump shit is some new era shit. I'm gonna stick to the real music shit. So I stopped doing the crump shit and I started doing beats. And then,
I didn't know you used to do crump music.
yeah, I used to do that shit. I still got beats and shit. Like it's crump beats that one of my homies named Adrian made at my house. That's in Rise, not Rise, Stump the Yard. That they made. That's why I be telling niggas that beat would never been made if it wasn't. He made it at my house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was on my computer, and right after that, my computer broke. So when I got it fixed, I just was like, and then the jerk era came. So when the jerk era came, it kind of made me like, all right, well, this is like regular music, you know what I mean? And I found me an artist and still doing, you know what I mean? I never quit.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean?
Here we are.
Here we are.
Straight go.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man, just for the kids out there, right, and people in general, for the adults too, that want to do something different, man. What advice can you give them on just not just on the lane that you chose to go down, but just period, just in life? Because it was so many different things that you could have fell off into, that you could have been influenced from. I mean, you've been around every dynamic, every aspect of life. You've been through all the emotions, all the ups and downs, and you stay solid and diligent in not falling into the traps that a lot of us fall into. What message could you put out there for the people who feel like quitting, or feel like, maybe they're living a life that they don't want to live, but they're not sure that they can do it any other way?
I feel like stay true to yourself. You know what I mean? Be who you want to be in a positive way. You know what I mean? Because a lot of, it's crazy that you said that. A lot of producers hit me up and ask, like, they want the placements. They feel like that's what's going to make them who they are. And I feel like, yeah, it's going to make you elevate, but I feel like when you feel like you're done with this shit, like, nah, tomorrow could be, you know what I mean? Because look how much shit, much shit I went through, and I could have been like, nigga, fuck this music. I could be on some bullshit.
Right.
But I feel like if it's your passion and you really fuck with it, because some people just do it, like right now, it became a hobby to people. Oh, you can get famous off rapping, I can rap. Like, nah, it's not like that. If you're gonna do something, study this and make it your career, you need to really sit down and focus 100% on it. Because it ain't a day that I do something that somebody's not talking to me about music. You know what I mean? And they're not gonna talk to me about no video games next week. They're talking about, hey, you make beats? All right, man. Just like last night, I went to a club last night. And I walked in there, it was like some little regular shit. And as soon as I walked in, the niggas walked up on me like people I was with thought I was finna get jumped or something. They like, what you doing here, Tone Bone? Hey, this is Tone Bone. And it just showed me that, like, you're never too big for nothing. You know what I mean? And it's like, it makes other people look at it like, damn, this nigga got this and this and that, and he's humble. I've always been humble about this shit. It's just but back to what you're saying, it's like you stay humble to this shit and stay grounded to what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like some people wait to, like, because I feel like before I got a check, I was still doing this shit. Yeah. You know, I was still, you know what I mean? I still was doing this shit. And then you see, for the people that know, Ace Macbiana, he bought me a whole computer. My shit crashed. Man. My shit crashed. This nigga, look, let me tell y'all. So the nigga got some beats for me. He owed me some money for it. He said, I ain't gonna pay you right now. He said, but I got you. So the nigga came to my house. He's like, should I go to the store real quick? I'm like, yeah. He like, all right. Nigga end up at, where we was at?
Best Buy.
Best Buy.
Yeah.
The nigga said, pick what computer you want.
Yeah.
Like, wait, hold on. The nigga said, I don't know how much he trying to spend. Nigga said, pick a computer you want. I'm like, I want that touch screen. $1,500. Nigga said, all right, get it. Bop. You feel me? But that's just to tell you, I never gave up on the shit. And it's like shit like that. My computer crashed and I couldn't do shit. And like he said, nigga, I got some beats from you. I got you when I get paid.
Yeah, I always feel like people may feel like they don't know what they want to do in life, or maybe they do know what they want to do in life. Mm-hmm. They just don't know how it's going to happen for them. Mm-hmm. And I think that faith is the most important thing to have, because
for real,
as long as you manifest it and you go after it, I think the universe will always provide. It's
gonna do it, because if you're gonna do it, just do it. Because I feel like sometimes people, they get discouraged about this shit because they feel like, oh, I ain't get paid. Because I ain't gonna lie, some of my artists I had, I don't want to say names, but that's how they felt. Like, oh, I ain't getting paid for this, so, you know what I mean? I'm like, It ain't about that. Just do it because you love to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I wasn't getting paid for this shit at first.
And you got to believe in the dream. You got to believe in the
now. Is this what you really want to do, or you not? Are you just doing it because this is just, your baby mama tripping. Now you want to go to the studio. Yeah. Oh, your cousin getting on your nerve. No, the kids is talking too much. No, if this is what you want to do, you have to. Like I told a girl that rap. I told her this. I said, she always felt like I don't believe in her rapping and shit. And I told her, look, go buy the studio equipment.
Yeah.
Go buy this shit. That's what made me buy it, because I got tired of going to people's studio, and then when I'm in that zone, eventually I gotta go home.
Right.
You feel me? They turn their shit off. So I'm like, you know what? I need this shit. I need this shit for myself. So when I feel like I want to be up at 5 in the morning, 5:37, 4:33, I can do that. I can turn my shit on and ain't no nigga telling me turn it down. Oh no. And you gotta buy what you like, you know what I mean? You're not finna fucking say I want to play basketball and then don't go buy no basketball court, but you are complaining you can't get to the fucking basketball court at the park.
Right.
No, buy this shit so you can move at your own pace. And
you got to invest in yourself.
That's exactly what you invest in yourself.
And that's interesting.
Invest in your dream.
Because that's what got us sitting here right now.
Exactly.
The same story though, just going to different studios and you can't smoke, you can't do this, you can't do that. Even though I don't smoke, certain people that you interview, they want to be comfortable. And I want to make people as comfortable as I can so they can sit down and do a good interview, but without all someone else's rules or their time slot, or we're going over time, or if somebody's late, et cetera, et cetera. So I invested in myself. Same way you did.
Exactly. I bought me a computer, bought all the shit you need, so it's no excuse. Yeah, you still need to go to the next level with motherfuckers that's engineers that need to master. You can learn that too, but at the end of the day, you got what you need for the most part.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like I said, you have to invest into it, and you have to make sure this is really what you want to do, because you can't stop next week because it's not going how you want it. No, you have to keep going at it, because you got to figure out, how do I make the money out of it?
Yeah.
How? Like, I got to keep looking at this shit. I got to study it. That means you need to stop going to do what you're doing over here and put that 10 hours that you was over there hanging with whoop whoop and bring it over here. Yeah. Because that's what I did.
Right.
I'm at home. It ain't a nigga that I know that knows me and that if they had a computer at their house, I made a beat at their house.
Yeah.
I've been on their computer. I didn't download it on their computer. Nigga, I did something on their computer that got me making beats at their house because it's just in me.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I bought it on my phone. I bought it on my tablet.
Yeah.
There's no reason that I can't be around this
You
shit.
brought it with you right now.
You feel what I'm saying? I got it. You got Fruity Loop? All right,
I'm like, hey, Tone Bone, you got your hard drive with you? Like,
Come
man,
on,
I
man.
take it everywhere.
I bring that shit because
Yeah.
you never know. Might be a nigga that be like, oh yeah, this the nigga that well, and then I'm just, oh, I ain't got no beats with me, or
Yeah.
I can't make a beat with like, nah, nigga,
Yeah.
I'm here, let's do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if
Yeah.
I don't have it, I'm gonna make it.
I definitely watched you, man, grind in that garage many a summers, many a
Man.
winters, getting it in, no pay, just down diligent every day. You
Nah,
know?
for real.
Well, I appreciate you for coming through, man.
Yes, sir.
This is Tone Bone. Thank you for your impact.
Yes, sir.